Good morning, Franz. People haven't shown up yet. I'm a little bit too fast today. I'm working on finding hiding in the wings. Miss Kovacs. Hello, good morning. How are you today? Oh, apparently someone named Wallfly followed us. Thank you for your follow, Wallfly. Hope you enjoy the view from your wall. I finally have a Coke Zero. Oh my god. I've discovered that European Coke Zero, the German Coke Zero, tastes slightly better than the Canadian Coke Zero. And I don't know if that's a thing. I know that Canadian Coke Zero tastes quite a bit different than American Coke Zero, apparently, because we have more stringent regulations on food than America does. Your cats are clean this morning? That's great. Clean cats are good. Good morning, Puma. I hope you're feeling better. Ah! Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna ask, how are my volumes doing? Because I have Spirit City going on in the background. I might need to just turn it down for you guys. Let's turn down the ocean. Let's turn up the music a little bit. And I've got my regular ocean waves. I haven't touched my microphone, so that should not have changed. What about the volumes, Kovacs? Was it just the ocean waves that were too loud? I do want you guys to be able to hear the music, because my music is that I have for my channel is just a little bit too bleh. I figured I would at least use Spirit City's music until they've switched over to Lo-Fi Girl. They're no longer working with Homework Radio, and they're switching to Lo-Fi Girl, but any content made before the switch over. Good morning, Daff. How you doing? Any content made before the switch over is safe. So I've got to make sure to, at least the day of the switch, or the day before the switch, I have to upload my stuff to YouTube so that it's safe. These ocean waves? Hey, Fantasy, how you doing? So it's those ocean waves that I just turned down. Put them back up where they regularly sit. I can't hear them very well because, like, Spirit City is considerably louder in my ears than my OBS. Oh, there he is. I moved Havarti over by the follows. Made him a little bit smaller. He is a lumpfish, so he's just a tiny little guy. But also, like, my reactive goes down next to me. It could be that my microphone got knocked a bit, so maybe let's just turn that up a little bit. Is that better? If that's better, then I'll keep it there. I'm a little bit quiet today because I'm actually losing my voice. Nugget, why are you hiding in the corner? Is it because there's space in that corner now? But yeah, my reactive images go down next to me, and I would like to occasionally have some people on to talk about their experiences at Conquest. I think that would be a lot of fun to have some special guests every now and then. Don't you need to verify your age on YouTube now? What the fuck? Is that a thing? Or is it because you're, like, in Europe? I don't know. I've had my account for a very long time. So it's possible that YouTube's like, yes, this person is old, so it doesn't matter. My YouTube account is basically an adult already. So I probably won't ever be asked. It would be kind of dumb to ask me to verify my account. Or accounts, because I've had them for so long. It'd be like, even if I did create these when I was underage, which I did not because YouTube did not exist, it would just be asinine to bother me with that. Yeah, if you're in the UK, you probably need to verify your age because they've done that thing where they want to know everything about you under the guise of protecting children, which they don't actually care. I don't trust them. I don't think they actually care. If the new AI sees your child, you have to do it. That's so stupid. It's like, I played Minecraft before there were some kids on YouTube who were born. They just have to look at my content uploads and know that I am definitely old enough. Yeah, I think I've had my account since 2006. Something like that. It's a bit crazy. Also, there's, oh, wait, oh, Arias, you're already part of it. You're part of the decompression session with, oh, what's his name? There's so many names, God. The guy with the dangly bits of gold over his face and a really amazing costume. But yeah, if they ever ask me to verify my age, I'll just be like, fuck you, I'm not giving you my information. And I shouldn't have to. And in which case, I will just download all of my VODs and keep them until a new platform comes up, or upload them to my own website. I'm going to continue this painting today. I did a little bit of work on it last night when I woke up and then couldn't sleep. I'm working on getting the shading on these arms right. This is going to take a little while to get the shading right on this thing. Especially since, like, the light's coming from kind of above and slightly behind, so, like, I need to make the shadows around here bigger. I need to make the shadows everywhere more intense, because I am very bad at doing that. But her lips are looking so good. I did a little bit of work on them last night. Still needs a little bit of touch-up just to smooth out some of these highlights so they're not like... She doesn't have edgy lips. They're soft, but... you know. I do apologize for my voice being out. It's gonna be like this probably until next week sometime. But yeah, I'm getting down to the finer blending now that we've got most of the body worked out. I've been working on the feet too. Necromancer's favorite part. Will that summon him? We don't know. But I definitely need to. Like, even if you just put one image in, that's fine. It's not a requirement, it's just more fun if people can see when you're speaking. And if you're too tired to guest today, that is perfectly fine too. There's always tomorrow or next week when people have recovered from their jet lag. I was surprised to find that you had a Vroid. Is it an Aria's Vroid or is it just a Mystic Vroid? It's an Aria's Vroid. You're gonna have to send me a screenshot of that. Oh my god. Let me get some of this red reflected up here. Which tool do I want to use? Blend. Oh, that's so strong. Necromancer! You're gonna try and sleep more? Nice. Yeah, get some rest. You've had a lot of travel. Good morning, Necromancer. Are you taking your medicine? See you later, Death. Hope you have a good day. Aw. Does it have to be taken all at once, or can you, like, stretch it out over the course of the day? You know, take certain ones at night and other ones during the morning. What is it, Tesla? Making ooh noises at me? Oh yeah, once it gets smoothed out, oh, and the brushstrokes go away. God, she looks so good. What is it, Babbins? Tesla's being adorable. I can't believe I did a 7-hour stream yesterday. Like, oh my god. It's like next thing I knew it was evening, and I was just like, ugh. Nike's. My body's starting to loosen up. Like, Tesla, why is there a kicker all the way over here? What the heck? He's been really snuggly since I got back. It's really cute. I have to stand here and wait for him to eat. Also, we have some people coming in to look at the apartment today, so stream might get interrupted for a moment. Oh my god, he's actually eating all of his food, I think. This is shocking. He must have been hungry. He ate like nothing last night. Come on, Snugglets, eat faster. Sorry for the pause. He's just taking forever to eat. Come on, baby. Aww. He's being so snuggly. Please do let me know if the music is too loud, by the way. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leggies. Oh, my thighs. God. Some of them can be delayed, but it's more what they're doing to me. Yes, it was indeed a very long day of arting. I clearly missed it. Alright, you know what? This one's getting blended down. We don't want to lose all of our texture, but also we want it to be smooth. My monitor's doing the thing again. Hello, monitor. Turn back on, please. Thank you. Oops. I do really love the effect of the foreground, middle ground, and background merging like that. I think that made this painting, like, even today I come back and I look at it and I'm just like, yes, that's what this needed. And now we just need to get the hands right. Get more of that smoke curl in the background.
Neficus says, take your meds.
Neph has redeemed a stretch and a hydrate. Hey. Oh my god, monitor, please stop. My monitor keeps turning on and off. It's driving me crazy. Every little movement, it's just like, I gotta switch off. And I'm like, it's really hard to paint like this, man. I don't know why, but like, I am technology cursed. All of the ports on my PC and my monitor are just so loose. And I don't know what it is that's causing it. I'm just going to pour my Coke into my mason jar, which is now my drinking vessel on my desk. Good old mason jar. Yes, I took my meds already this morning, Neff, thank you. We're just trying to convince Necromancer to take his. They make him sick. They make him sicky, but they also make him feel better. Oh my god, monitor. Where is that cable? Just shifting the cable to see if the weight of the cable itself is what's causing it to go off. Alright. There we go, hydrate redeemed. But yes, we have someone coming in to look at the apartment today, so I thought I would have Spirit City open preemptively so that we could have options. I can't wait to dig out all of my screenshots that I took from the beginning of this project and set them side by side to see how far we've come. Because this is what we started with yesterday. And now we're to this, and I think it looks so much better. But I also think I might want to grab one of these hands maybe. But her arm's at a different angle now. But the hand is so good. Let's see if we can make it work. We'll just give it a little rough cut. Copy, turn that off. See, I wonder if I flip it the other way. We are definitely going to have to do this. Let me adjust the saturation a little bit. Because we've given her a little bit more color since yesterday. Wow, even flipping that one horizontally, like... You know it's good when you flip it horizontally and it's still good. I don't know what I did with this hand, but... Yeah, I don't know what I did with this hand, but it looks really good. But it's definitely no longer good for... It's no longer good for this picture. The perspective is too off. Yeah, no. It is no longer good. We will just have to do our best to make something better. This is where I want the wrist. Come back in here and paint under that. There will definitely still be a lot of color correction on this. Just somehow accidentally learning underpainting here. I know what it is, it's just, like a little bit of the thawing that disappears under here. And I hate painting over my painting. Over parts that I like the creases in the fabric here. And I'm just like, nah! I don't want to paint over it, but I must. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It'll be okay. It's just a little bit painful at first. Alright. This is a knuckle. Knuckle. hands are the hardest thing for me to draw. Forearm too long. This is why I don't like painting on my stuff. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus this morning. Just keep playing with it till it works, right? I did not mean for that one to come out that way, but... Freudian slip, it's more like just too much smut. Rivy, you can't go in Sai's room. Yeah, this hand's gonna take a little while to get right. Once again, one of the hands I'm able to do, the other one I'm not. So maybe I'll if I flip the painting, maybe I'll figure it out. Yeah, see, this hand I can do just fine, but this one I'm just struggling. Watch me. Do want some of that brightness back there. We'll move on to something else for just a slight bit. We're starting to set in highlights and stuff. Then, of course, we can't forget we still have all of the beautiful jewelry to add too. And not to mention the texture. Of all of our fabrics. Reflected colors.
Hello, Mathis. Hi, Mathis. There's a kitty cat. Ain't gonna vote me. Wish the vendors in Skyrim had more gold so that you could sell them their stolen goods back to them for more profit. Moomers. So many potions from grinding to 100 in alchemy. Lol. Mathis. This armor's too wide on this side. One layer paintings are definitely pretty hard to do. Especially when you mess them up. I end up having to redo like the entirety of the painting basically. I was able to salvage bits, but God, I had to redo so much. But that is my own fault for not being as good at anatomy as I should be at this stage of my career. I'm just a garbage artist, it's fine. Just a little more doing their best. Each day they become less of a garbage artist. This is definitely... to get some shading in there too. I'm trying to get to level 78 so those darn legendary dragons will spawn. That's so difficult. Selling back to them are stolen goods. Only goods you found in the back of the building, right? Ah, yeah, they're just laying around on the shelf in the private room. Like, what are you supposed to do with them? It's funny because, like, I'm a kleptomaniac in Skyrim and Elder Scrolls games, but, in Conquest of Mythodia, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to steal anything. Even though now I know that there is potential to get a full deck of Frivolita cards from a pouch. And I'm like, Nameless doesn't want to take anything that's not his because he knows what it's like to have nothing, but at the same time he's like, I am starving. I need food, but there's also like, yeah, that's something I learned from the Frivolita server last night. Apparently there's full decks in some pouches, which is insane. A decluttered breeze home. I'll steal them for you. Well, if you're perfectly fine with giving such valuable things to Nameless, just like because, he will probably do the same if he comes across stuff that your character really needs. I know Jonathan will be like, it's bad business, don't do that. But Nameless can't help himself. He's very much an extension of myself, where I'm just like, give everything away, it doesn't matter. Oh, you need this? You can have it. Thanks for the hydrate, Death. I've always wanted to try it just once. But, like, maybe I'll ask Ark for training on how to pickpocket. Because Nameless is just like, I'm not subtle or light-fingered. I stand out quite a lot. I would make a terrible private investigator because I just stand out. I'm very noticeable. despite the fact that I try my best to not be seen or noticed or observed ever. I'm just trying to get these creases and shapes and shadows right. I think skin is probably one of the hardest things to draw. To paint, to color, to texture. Because the human body has so many shapes. And like, I'm trying to do closer to realism than semi-realism. But at some point, I'm just gonna have to be like, this is the level of my ability, and I'm gonna have to let it go. That's starting to look better, right? Yeah. These transition points, I struggle with sometimes. Okay, I like this one. Still can't figure out the hand. You like it, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Also, like, people's bags were tied really badly this year, so it was really easy to fumble the pouches. They need more of a tutorial for people to tie their pouches. Neva's redeemed a stretch. Everybody stretch. Mathis is just lying on my floor. Watching me. Let's give this a little flip. Mathis, what do you want, buddy? Turned off again. has booped the snoot. It is the boop snoot, like the doop stoop, but it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop note. It's very quiet today, isn't it? I'm very, very, very focused right now. Let's flip this back around. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. It's looking so much better. Look at that. Oh god, I can't wait to sign this. I'm so proud of this so far, even if it's like nowhere near done. Mathis, you want attention? Come here. Oh, you're such a big boy. Oh, baby. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, look at the big boy. He's so soft. Your fur is very slowly coming back in, huh? Kitty kisses. I wish I could sell a lot of stuff in real life. I have a fluffy kitty. I'm gonna miss these fluffy kitties. Oh, Si's door is open. Is she awake already? I'm gonna go check, make sure the kittens didn't invade it. Guys, all of me hurts today. I hurt so much. Apparently, also, some people were like coming back with COVID from Conquest. I might have to end early today because we do have people coming into the apartment. I did get some cleaning done yesterday. I've already packed a box this morning. I packed 2 yesterday. I'm running out of boxes actually, so I have to go down to the recycle and seek out more. And I'm like trying to pack my books into separate boxes so that I don't just have this giant box of books that weighs 10,000 pounds. End of September is the time I have to be out. But I have like a lot of just like trinkets and shit. And so I've got it's the trinkets and the craft supplies that are my biggest problem. And I have a lot of clothes that I want to get rid of too. So we've got like this big pile of Value Village donation bags in the front hall that are just taking up all this space. I don't want to move. But that's just how life goes. I've taken most of the stuff down from my walls. I've just got a couple little paper posters, my big Eiffel Tower picture, my wall sconces, my mirror, which, you know, requires a screwdriver to take down, but whatever. I'll have to pull the drywall plugs out, fill in the holes. And like, I already packed about half of what I had before Conquest. The kitchen hasn't even been started on. Yeah, SSJ Tyler said that he might be able to, he and Braddock might be able to help me with some stuff, because they're coming by Toronto at the beginning of September. For probably union-related stuff to their work. Because I think, like, Ross is, like, the union president or something. I say Ross, but, Braddock. Sort of default to use his real name, so just ignore that, as it gets confusing with the other Ross. I'm really tired today too. I did not sleep well at all. I woke up in the middle of the night, packed a box, put some boxes together. So I'm just, I'm kind of worn out today. I think I went too long yesterday, but God, I was so focused. And of course, with people coming in, I'm like, I don't want to be streaming when people are like looking around my apartment. It's kind of weird. I mean, most people just come in, look, and be like, yeah, this is enough space. Good enough. Apparently, like, we've had like 3 other groups come in and look at our unit while I was away, which I'm not used to, but it is like move-in season for students in my city, and there's 2 universities and a college here, and one of the colleges, the college's campus, one of their campuses is like right like kitty corner to my block, and so we're probably getting a lot of those students coming in and looking at it, and then they're told the price and they're like, oh shit, no way I'm staying here. Or maybe they see our mess and go, oh, no, not interested in this place. It does. It's icky, and I don't like it. Because you've got strangers coming into your space and seeing the things that you own. I really hate it. But apparently, I don't know why they're having people come in and look now, because they're apparently renovating this place. So they're gonna like rip out all of the carpets and the flooring and redo it all. And like, I don't technically need to fix the holes in the drywall, but I'm not going to give them any excuse to give me grief after I've moved out. At least my last month rent is paid already, and that was paid like 5 years ago. 6 years ago. So, it's about time for a change anyways. Going back home. I I got the inkling that Good's starting up another Minecraft server. Or something. He's got something planned with Minecraft related stuff. So, it's like 2010 all over again. But hopefully I'll be able to squirrel away as much money as possible and get a down payment on that land. Maybe I can convince the owner to sell it to me for less because there's so much work that I'll have to do on it. Like, there's no place to live on that land. There's currently no water. Probably means lead paint removal. I've never given an excuse. The smallest of details gets clean, fixed, even in places that are like, just leave it, we'll deal with everything. I'm like, nope. This place will be spotless. Give me my money back. Yeah. There's no deposit here. Canada doesn't really do that. But they'll charge you after the fact. If you leave a mess, they'll be like, oh, we had to have a cleaning service come in. So, like, I'm going to be using citric acid and vinegar and stuff on everything and, like, scrubbing everything down before I go. And that's going to be a painful week. I've already started doing what I can to clean things up, but it's like, you know, you're living in the place, and then, like, it has to be spotless when you go. I'm gonna have to move the fridge and the stove and clean behind those, because it's just, they're probably just gross, let's be honest. There's just all sorts of dust and, yeah. You know, life. Get on top of the cabinets in the kitchen and clean out that gap that they always leave between the upper cupboards and the ceiling. I hate that. The cats love it, though. They love it up there. Interesting. Usually it's like 1 to 2 months rent deposit. That way they can say, oh, we found an issue and keep without having to take you to court and such. Yeah, well, in Canada, I don't think they're allowed to ask for a deposit. Like, you have to pay your first and last month's rent when you sign up for an apartment. And that way, like, if they need to evict you, they have the last month's paid, or like there's a little bit of a buffer. Ow. Ugh, the bruise on my elbow is getting sore now. I'm starting to feel it. But yeah, essentially, like, first and last up front is how we do it here. At least that's my experience so far, and that's, you know, 3 different apartments. So hopefully I'll never be in a rental ever again in my life, because I hate it. I hate rental culture. All these people owning houses to rent them out to Airbnb, I hope they crash and burn, because they have ruined it for everybody else who's, like, legitimately just wants a place to fucking live. But they're like, I want to make money. It's like house flippers. I hate them. Because they do, like, a really shoddy job, because most of them have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And so they go in, they buy a place that's kind of derelict and falling apart, and then they, like, slap a coat of paint and a condom on it, you know? Just lipstick on a pig. And then they sell it to you for, like, 8 times the price, and then suddenly you're left with this wreck with all these hidden problems that they just covered up. And you can't take people to court in Canada the way you can in America, and it's really frustrating. So, like, you have to be very, very careful when you buy a home. You know, always get an inspection. In my case, an inspection isn't needed because, well, I know what I'm getting if I buy the land. because they're just falling apart buildings. They're still structurally sound, for the most part. They probably need new roofs and almost definitely need a lot of work. But like the concrete parts of them, they're not going anywhere. As long as the rebar inside is good, you know, everything's probably fine. But I could probably haggle down the price quite a bit because of the condition of the buildings and the land. And I'm really hoping that that's the case because it's a good bit of land. I want that land. Especially the way things are going nowadays. It's like, I don't want to be in a big city anymore. And I don't want to be dealing with landlords and like renting a house where they're like, oh, I've decided that I'm going to sell my house. Oh, you can't afford rents in your area? Well, I guess you're going to have to leave. And like my parents are getting really old, so they're going to have to sell their house soon so they can, you know, move into a more manageable place. And that's not going to be big enough for my brother and I. And I don't have the savings that he does. He could probably, you know, sell his stocks and buy a house. I don't have that option. I still have student debt technically because the government's very, very, very slowly paying it off. And like I'm gonna have to renew my repayment plan again. And they're like, how much money do you make a month? And I'm like, well, that varies now because I'm actually making something because you guys keep showing up to stream and Necromancer keeps supporting me and the commissions. But then like I still have bills to pay and inflation has gone up to the point where it basically equals zero again. Actually negative monies because food costs so much. Wasn't a house where a previous owner ruined her place. Replaced most everything at this point. Redone electrical, water, appliances, rear deck, sewer. Put like $100K into repairs just to address the issues they lied about. Holy shit, I would have just taken them to court. But it was probably too late. There's probably some sort of limitation on it. See, in Canada, we have this thing as well, like if you own a property, if you want to sell it, there's higher taxes on it if it hasn't been your primary residence for at least a year. At least that was a thing, like, you know, 20 years ago. I don't know if it's still a thing or not. But you pay like extra fees and taxes if you sell a house if you haven't been living in it as your primary for one whole year. By the way, are my volumes all right, Necromancer? People were saying at the beginning that my volumes were a bit off. Oh look, we leveled. Just click that button. It's perfect now? Awesome, awesome. Be considered it, but there was a timing issue, and we'd have to prove they knew about these issues, which would have required us to drag neighbors to court. We found out later that they blew all the money they got from the sale, so we likely wouldn't get anything anyways. Damn. America's a fucked up place. Like, really? Like, every time I hear something about America, I'm just like, what the hell are you doing in that country? Like, Canada's not that much better, but, like, we at least have, like, protections for tenants and like, landlords. We try our best to balance it. Our CRTC is dumb. We allow oligopolies to exist still in, like, the telecommunications departments, and we need to stop that. The landlord protections in Ontario kind of suck. They do, and that's because of well, the landlord protections suck. The tenant protections are really good, and sometimes a little bit too strong. So we don't have a great balance in Ontario, which is actually surprising because the landlords tend to be the rich people, and the rich people are the ones who are running the government. That might have been during the time of the Liberal government, though, because I think landlord protections have been clawed back a little bit. They have a little bit more now, but like there was a huge imbalance in the past where tenants were just being fucked over left, right, and center, and people got sick of it. And then they started taking the government to task, and the government was like, "Holy shit, we better step in so that we don't get the pantsuit off of us." Because people were mad, people lost office, you know. And, like, yeah, I'm sorry for what happened to your uncle. You have to be very careful when renting places out because, like, some tenants are just assholes. But likewise, some landlords are just assholes. People are just assholes. I know the house across the street from my parents is a rental, or it was, and the lady who lived there with her son basically wasn't paying any rent at all. Like, she had me babysit her son, and she basically paid me nothing. Like, I was being kind as a neighbor, and I knew they were kind of hard on for money, but, you know, they weren't well off. But apparently, like, she destroyed the place before she left, and then another lady moved in, and she was a schizophrenic, and she would call the police on my neighbor for washing his bicycle, being like, "He's harassing me, he's stalking me, he's gonna murder me." Yeah, she was crazy, and she destroyed the place. And then there was like a family that moved in there, and we swear there were like 15 people like living in that house, and somehow they cracked the bathroom sink in half. We're not sure how they did that, but yep, how you crack a bathroom sink in half just by living in a house is beyond me. Yeah, people who destroy a place, like, it's not difficult to not destroy a rental unit. Yeah, like, our place, the worst it has is some scuffs on the walls, and, like, the corners close to the floor are kind of dirty because the cats have been rubbing up against them and marking their territory, right? So, like, I clean the wall every once in a while. And, you know, the edges of the doors and stuff at cat level. You know, where your hand touches the doors instead of using the doorknob, you, like, pull the door shut with the door itself. You know, I clean that every once in a while. It's not that difficult. But somehow people, like, I don't understand how places get ruined to the degrees that they do. I will never understand it. It's like, you're living here. Why would you destroy it like this? It's because they have no self-respect. I just need to take a break from the painting for now. I think I did too much yesterday. We hit the art moment, and I just need to take a short break from it. But I think we actually made it pretty far today, too. Wear and tear is normal. Expectation should be handled in stride, but people who trash places, yes. And it's like, this should go on, like, a permanent record somewhere among the government so that, you know, it's harder for them to screw over more people. You want to fix up the place you're renting from the local government, but you're not allowed? Aww. We should talk to them and be like, look, if I can fix this place up, can I get, like, 6 months free? You know, make a deal with them. It's kind of like I was hoping that the city owned the land that I wanted to buy, so that I could make a deal with them and be like, look, I'll live here for, in the meantime, and clean it up, and if it's, like, cleaned up really nice in 5 years, we can work out, like, another lease agreement, like a lease to own sort of thing. Because, like, there's no way I make enough money to be able to pay a mortgage on that place unless I have a bunch of other people come with me and live. But, like, out there are no jobs. You have to have something that's digital, but now there's no internet, so I have to make sure I have internet for those people who are doing digital jobs. And, like, Alex has nothing at the moment, and he doesn't want to leave the area he's in because he wants to be close to his son, but, like, if it gets him off the system, then he's, you know, he's like, oh, I'll come and stay up there for a while and help out, but it's like, I need income to pay the mortgage, to be able to own the land, to continue having friends and people I care about live on it for affordable prices. That's just the way it is. So, like, I have to consider those things. And, like, making and selling honey as a business with bees and stuff is going to take a couple of years. It's trial and error, and I'm already 40. You know, I don't have any kids or family to help take care of me. I've adopted Etros, basically, but, you know, he's in Holland / the Netherlands, you know. And he's got his own family in life. It's, you know, more like you're a young Padawan. I will teach you the ways of life, even though I'm not very good at it myself. But if you have a fever, I will tuck you into bed and give you soup. I just want to help people. And I can't do that without money. But at least I get to stop paying rent, which is nice. Which means I can squirrel everything away I make from Twitch for Mythodia, and I'll have workshop space, so I'll be able to start my shop. Hopefully I'll be able to get a printer that actually fucking works. So, you know, maybe Lagruna will actually become a thing. I'll be able to make, you know, soaps and whatnot. I want to try the olive oil soap that the guy sold for a copper. I traded a little diamond, little plastic diamond for it. I wonder if my little plastic diamond went elsewhere. It'll be nice to use glass ones in the future, but the little plastic ones are what I have for now. Mathis, hello. Meow. Meow. He's being adorable. Hello, buddy. I might make something to eat. I'm a wee bit peckish. Probably because I've already, like, packed boxes and stuff today. Yesterday was, like, so active, and today I'm just like, meh. Although yesterday I did talk for almost 2 hours before actually getting around to anything. Mostly because I was looking for my pen for, like, 30 minutes. I wish we had better support systems in Ontario for people who are struggling. I wish we had more jobs available. Sorry, my ankle was itchy. Alright, I'm gonna make something to eat, so I'm gonna give everybody a break. And I will be right back, so just enjoy the vibes. I'm just really hungry. Hey, turn. I have badunch, or just brunch, breakfast, lunch. Consists of pepperoni pizza pops. Because I ate my cheese ones. I'm just gonna tease her about that for the rest of the time. The pepperoni ones are actually spicy to me, and I have a sore on the roof of my mouth. I guess I ate something at Conquest that I might have been allergic to. So the roof of my mouth is a little bit sensitive. And the spices hurt. And yeah, I find pepperoni pizza pops to be a little bit spicy. They're like pizza pockets. But they're Pillsbury brand. Pizza pockets are like McCain's. Like mini calzones. Just look up Pizza Pops Canada. You'll probably see it. I probably have a different name in the US. But they're just like mini calzones. They're just like folded over dough with some filling in it. You microwave it, they come frozen. They certainly won't be allowed in my parents' house, that's for sure. They'll be frowned upon. They'll be judged. Getting them out of the way now while I can. I'm just gonna have to keep some stored away at a friend's house or something. Oh, my family doesn't eat carbs at all. I've got all sorts of things to use up for the last month. Rice and porridge and all sorts of things. No carbs. Nope. But it works for losing weight. Like, they'll make a bread occasionally. You know, for special occasions, like birthdays and whatnot. I've got to make myself my birthday cake, and... Opinions is a good way to put it, Sass. Look, it works, alright? Not eating carbohydrates really does work. For weight loss, especially like the condition that I have. I am addicted to carbs. So if it works, you know, I should do it, but also I just occasionally want to eat something that's junk and not be judged for it, you know? It would be nice. No bread, no pasta, no toast, no pancakes, nothing. Muffins, croissants. We also generally don't eat any sugar. So we don't put any sugar in our tea or coffee. I'm the only one in that household that'll drink any milk at all. And that's because I will not put milk in my coffee, and I will not put cream in my tea. I can't stand cream in my tea. And I can't drink a lot of coffee. They drink coffee every day. I can't. I can't do that. I have anxiety attacks if I do that. So I will not drink tea without milk. And basically in that house it leaves tap water. Because they don't keep a Brita in the fridge like we do here. We always have cold, fresh Brita water on hand. But my parents don't do that. And of course, you know, summer is warm tap water season. And I hate tepid water. It's gross. It's vile. Yeah, but Necromancer, you're also as skinny as a rail. Here you take your life in your hands, you drink tap water. Yeah, really, America's a kind of a fucked up place. You think you're the best country in the world, and then you're like, you can't drink the tap water. You're like, what? Whereas, like, I go to Germany, and I'm just, like, drinking straight out of the bathroom tap in my hotel room, and I'm like, yeah, this is great water. £250? Ah, you're still late. I'm sitting at 325, man. And that's after Conquest and walking like 12 kilometers a day. I gained so much muscle that like all of the fat that I lost is just sitting there as muscle weight now, and I'm like, can the rest of the weight go away? Are my bones made out of tungsten? Like, what's happening here? But like, I could tell they definitely lost size at Conquest, because one, on the airplane back, the seatbelts fit better. Two, my face is slimmed down. So I know that's a thing. The more exercise I get, the better. I don't get nearly enough. Even with the walking pad, I don't get nearly enough exercise. These are very hot. It's gonna take me a while to eat these. Ah! Burn the roof of my mouth, too. Or, not quite burn the roof of my mouth, but the sensitive healing spot. Anything warm that touches it, hurts. Cold touches it, hurts. Food touches it, it hurts. Tongue touches it, it hurts. The meds also cause weight gain? Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why my weight ballooned after I started taking the ADHD meds, is they cause weight gain. But like the pictures I saw of you, you were skinny, but I guess they were old pictures. You were like a rail in the pictures that you showed me, so. But also you're pretty tall too, aren't you? So you're like, I don't know, 250 pounds is really not bad. Oh god. Yeah, no, that sucks. I'm sorry. It's probably mostly water weight, to be honest. Probably not so much fat, but water. You're probably retaining a lot of water. Maybe you just need a little bit more exercise and have some electrolytes, sugar-free electrolytes. Get your salts and suck the water right out of your cells. That's what I do. I just fast, suck the water out of my body. I am so pleased with this picture. Like, I'm looking at the thumbnail in OBS here, and it's like, it looks so good. Yeah, 180 pounds, so it's maybe 25, and 25 to 36 when it's 220, and 2 months went up to 250. Yeah. Yeah, 6 foot? Well, I wish you luck in getting that off again. You'll probably feel a bit better, too, if you get it off. It probably doesn't help that the medicine that you're taking makes you feel sick, so you're probably not getting as much activity as you used to. And that could probably what's helping contribute to the weight gain is if you're feeling nauseous, you're probably just not getting as much activity. And of course, a lot of medications will cause weight gain because it changes your hormones and whatnot. And it's really hard to fight that. I know Sai and I are both on medications that cause weight gain. And since I started taking the ADHD medication, my weight went up. And it's been a struggle to get it to go back down again. And the only thing that really actually works is fasting or no carbs. It's the and part that works best for me. If it's just like carnivore. And eating only once a day and getting exercise regularly. Well, I'll be moving back into a house with stairs, so I'll definitely have lots of stairs to walk up and down. Doing this, I started starving with something, and I'm actually more active than I've been in like 3 years. Huh. Well, don't starve yourself. There's a difference between fasting and starving. So don't starve yourself. Make sure you're still getting the nutrients you need, because surprisingly, not getting the nutrients you need can also cause you to gain weight. This is why, like, you see some countries where, like, you know, they're like starving kids in Africa, and then you see some people there and they're just fat, and you're like, how can they be starving? And it's because they're metabolically starving. They're not physically starving and metabolically starving, and they're very different things. They're not getting the nutrients they need, but they're getting stuff that causes them to just put on fat, and they can't access that fat because of things, biochemistry. And it's not their fault. They're just being given the wrong stuff to eat, and they can't afford anything else. A square dinner? Does that mean like food guide approved kind of dinner? Like a square meal, you mean? I found that counting calories never really helped me. The only thing that ever really worked was fasting and not eating carbs. And that's the other thing. Whenever I eat carbs, I'm just always constantly hungry. And I get more hungry the more I eat. But if I eat just like meat and eggs and cheese occasionally, like a hard cheese, soft cheeses are more fatty, but like a hard cheese, it's like slow release calories in your system, so you're good over the course of the day, and you tend to eat a lot less, and they're more filling. Whereas like the carbs, they just like go right through you, go straight to your hips and just stay there. At least that's what happens with me. That is how my body operates. Unprocessed meat, chicken breast, pork chop, whatever, simple veggies and such. Well, as long as you're taking care of yourself. Keep in mind, like, if you get, like, hamburger, that's still technically, in a way, unprocessed meat. You haven't really added anything to it. There's not, like, sulfites and whatnot, unless that's a thing they add in America. Or you could just get your own beef and grind it. Get a meat grinder. Make your own hamburger. Burger. So you can still have the quote unquote unprocessed meat. You can have burgers without buns. Those are good. You can put a slice of cheese on them, like real, actual, true cheese. Grill it, like salt, pepper. That's really all you need. That's so good. You can have it with some lettuce and tomato, and you know, those are good, healthy, quality meals. You can have a hamburger and it'd still be healthy. The lettuce burger slaps. It does. The way that emote just like bounced off my horns, it's just like tongue sticking out. That was cute. Yeah, in some cases it's like cheaper to grind your own meat too if you have like a good quality meat grinder. Like old-fashioned ones work really well. They're really hard to find nowadays because more and more people are like catching on to the, if I buy a steak and grind my own meat, then I know what's in it, and sometimes it's cheaper. Like, buying a half cow up front, or a whole cow up front, really, really expensive. But in the long run, it's actually a hell of a lot cheaper. So, like, if you have the storage and the money up front for that much beef, I 100% recommend, like, just direct buying a cow. We've been on the fence of a half cow for years. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I would like to do at some point, or even just raise my own cow. Because, like, I like barbecue. I like steak. I love beef. Beef is so good. But I can't afford beef. I can't go to the grocery store and buy beef. I can't justify it because it's so expensive. And it's like, well, we're not selling our stuff to America anymore, so why is beef in Canada still so expensive? We've got so goddamn much of it. And it's just the meat packing companies, they just want to make as much profit as possible, so they keep raising their prices. But, like, I'll definitely have a freezer. And, like, I want to build a little smokehouse, too. To make smoked meats. Just a little thing. I just want to live more intentionally and a little bit more healthy and a little bit more sustainably. And, like, if I'm raising my own meat, you know, I know what's going into it, where it's coming from, and we used to eat a lot of beef, but we moved away. Only really ground beef now, mostly chicken now. Like, I like bacon, I like pork tenderloin. I don't like pork chops unless they're cooked in mushroom soup. I have never eaten a pork chop that I like, because they're always just kind of dry. I mean, schnitzel is great. Definitely schnitzel. I had schnitzel while I was in Germany twice. The hotel we stayed at, I just got the schnitzel twice, because one, it was one of the cheaper things on the menu, but two, it was schnitzel in Germany, and you can't pass that up. Oh my god, it was so good. If I can figure out how to make, like, a good katsu, I think I would probably eat more pork chop. And, like, I definitely want to fry stuff in tallow as opposed to seed oils. How much money do you need for Conquest? God. Well, how far do you have to travel? Are you able to travel with someone? Because that will make a big difference. Going with someone and splitting the cost. It'll be a lot cheaper. I still owe Etros, like, about 95 something euros or something. I don't know, closer to 90. I bought him food while at Conquest and helped him pick up some things that he needed. And as for cash to spend, it depends on what you want to buy. I had, I think I had 200 euros equivalent that I brought with me last year, and I only used 100 euros, and this year I ran out of euros on the last day at breakfast. I used my last 10. I still have, like, some little coins and stuff. I even probably have, like maybe 2 or 3 euros in coins left, but that was like 2 years worth of spending money. It was 200 euros for me. And that doesn't include like the time I used my card at like the hotel to pay for food. The hotel was expensive food, but it was really good food. There's a McDonald's at the airport, which I would like to try sometime because I've never had McDonald's other than in Canada. So I would like to try an international McDonald's at some point. Just for shits and giggles. You know, and they have different things on the menus in different places, so. But like spending money, I bought like 3 pouches and a cup and stuff this year, and that was, and a couple of mornings of breakfast, which were waffles from the Blue Pearl. They were really good. They sell blueberry stuff. Yeah, so what you'll want to do is you'll want to look at the cost of the ticket and then the cost of your travel there. And for your travel there and back, you'll also have to decide, are you going to stay in a hotel overnight the night before and the night after, or just the night before or just the night after? You know, are you going to show up at the grounds the same day as you arrive and leave the same day as you arrive? A lot of the Europeans do that. They show up and they go to Conquest and then they leave and go home. Whereas for me, because of international flights, and pretty much the only flight to Germany is overnight on Sunday, and connections end up having me arrive in the middle of the afternoon, and I already have to travel like 2 hours from my city to get to the airport. I stay overnight in a hotel, and then I go to the event the next morning. So it depends on whether you want to stay in the hotel overnight or not. That changes the cost too, and then depending on who you're sharing with as well. If you're paying for yourself, of course, it's going to be more expensive, but if you're sharing with people, it's going to be a lot cheaper. It's also fun to have people to hang out with. The hotel Etros and I stay at is at the Hanover Airport. It's called the Maritime. Like Maritime, but just Tim. And they have a breakfast buffet that you can also add on to your hotel room stay. And if you book through their system, they also give you a card for a free drink from the bar. We didn't get that this year because Etros booked through like some other service. I would have booked the hotel myself through the system because like I already have points and stuff with them, but I didn't know whether I was going to be able to go this year, and everything was really up in the air, and I ended up paying like $300 more for my plane tickets and stuff because of Lufthansa and their arguments with Condor over taxiing between airports. So like this year cost me a lot more than I had wanted it to, but that's just the way things worked out. I don't think I'd like anything pork roll generally, like a straight pork product, bacon, chops, etc. Sausage and other things are fine. You don't like bacon? What's wrong with you? I'm teasing. You don't have to like things that other people like. I mean, you don't even watch TV, so I already assume you're a strange man. I don't watch TV either. I just haven't been exposed to certain things. Like Star Trek and whatnot. Necromancer is a strange guy, but he's a good guy. But yeah, as for costs, like you'll have to plan all that stuff out and see where things land. For me, it's a lot more expensive than it will be for you because I'm flying from Canada. And flying from Canada is very expensive. For some reason, Canadian flights are just very expensive. Like, it costs the same amount to fly across the country as it does for me to fly overseas. Flying domestically, for some reason, is really expensive, too. And I think it probably has a lot to do with monopolies. You know, they can get away with charging lots. It's the same thing. Via Rail's prices are going up because they're like, well, we're the only, you know, passenger rail system across the nation, right? So they can charge whatever they want. Whereas, like, you know, additionally, on top of the hotel, there was getting to Conquest, which was about 16 euros each way, and about the same amount of time to get from Hanover to Broklo as it is to get from my current city, Waterloo region, to Toronto, so about 2 hours. You choose planes so you get there faster. Well, again, there are considerations that you have to make. Planes are cramped, they tend to be more expensive, but they're fast. But there's less of them going back and forth than there are of trains usually. It's usually multiple trains as opposed to like a couple of planes. Again, like my choice for flights overseas is like one. I get to leave it at like 6 or 7 p.m. Toronto time. That's my choice. And I say 6 or 7 because it changes based on when flights are available. But it's one plane. And then, like, Etros had the situation where, like, checkout at the hotel was noon, but my flight was at 10:10. So I had to be, like, in the airport and at my gate by, like, 9:30. And so we had to leave at, like, 9 o'clock, because, you know, I still had to go through, like, check-in and scans and whatnot before getting on the flight. And Etros was like, well, we're just gonna check out now, so that, like, I'll just wait. And I'm like, your flight's at, like, 1,500 hours or something, right? And it's, like, 9 in the morning, and I'm like, what are you gonna do the whole day? I'll just do people watching. I think he had regrets, because he was afraid that he, you know, if he forgot to set his alarm or didn't hear it or something, that he wasn't gonna wake up in time, and the hotel would be mad at him. But usually, like, if you haven't checked out in time, the hotel will just come and knock on your door and be like, you gotta check out now. Right now. Out. They won't charge you extra unless you take, like, an hour to get out of the room. But, like, we were already packed and ready to go. So, there's considerations like that. You know, my arrival time is, like, 9 in the morning at Hanover, or 7 in the morning, depending on, you know, when the plane is, whether the plane's on time or not, right? The 2-hour delay had me arrive at Hanover last year 2 hours late, and that was when my connecting flight was taking off. And then I had to wait like 7 hours for the next one. Yeah, so like, train would be good for you. But there's also a lot of people coming from Norway. Maybe you could make some friends and carpool with them. And then you wouldn't have to pay for flights, and that'd be a lot cheaper, and you would have already a way set up to get there and back, and not have to worry about anything. You know? You don't have to stay in the hotel like I do. So, there's always that option. Like, there's, Eileen, Falcon, and Serafina, they're coming from Norway. If you're nearby them, like, maybe they have room for one more. Ow. Oh, they're coming from Denmark. Sorry. I keep thinking they're Norwegian. But they're Danes, aren't they? Like, But your countries are very close together too. Like you could always meet up with them part way, and they could bring you along with them. And you know that there's always different options for travel, especially if you live in Europe. I'm sorry, my mouth is full. Food. I am now full. I'm a well-fed, say. I'll probably be hungry in like an hour because pizza pops. So, yeah, there's all sorts of options. Next year, I might look at arranging like a shuttle bus that thanks to the hydrate, that takes everybody on Sunday back from Conquest to Nienburg to the bus station. Like, if we just had that alone, it would make travel a lot easier for people coming from really far away, because the bus to Broklo runs on the weekdays and I think on Saturday, but it doesn't run on Sunday. So we would have to, if we want to have more people with more options for getting places, I think having like a bus that picks up everybody, like a little coach bus or something, that's contracted out, it does one trip. So like everybody who's taking that bus has to be ready. Has to be ready for like 2 p.m. or something, or noon. Like, you have to have all your stuff packed and ready to go, and we have to be at the bus stop at this certain time. You have to be checked out through the build crew or Maddie or whatever. You know, your site has to be clean and everything, and you have to be ready to go. If you miss that bus, you're on your own, because it only goes once. But it would take like a whole group of people, you know, probably like 20 people to that bus station. Yeah, having stuff closed on Sunday is really weird for me. Like, we used to have that here, but we don't do it anymore because, you know, not everybody's religious, and you're like, well, why do I have to have my life put on hold for someone else's religious beliefs about, like, a rest day ordered by God? Like, excuse me? I don't like it. But like, if you're already living there and you're used to it, like, you know, your life's already planned around it, like, that's fine. But rest is important, and we do need it. We let corporations get away with too much nowadays. Ooh, just got a little bit dizzy there. Weird. But yeah, so the Sunday travel back to wherever you're going can be a pain in the ass. At least the trains are still running on the weekend at a regular schedule. So you can get anywhere you want. And like, Etros and I have found like the most efficient path for us from Hanover to Broklo on the train, and it's about 16 euros, so that's not too bad. It's about the same price as getting from my city to Toronto on the Go Bus / train. You know, about $20 to get to Toronto. So, like, that's perfectly reasonable and expected. The bus thing is a problem. I would have thought that by now Conquest would have understood that they have enough people going to the bus station on Sunday that, like, maybe they would work something out with the local company and have a contracted bus for Sundays. Go bus, bus go, burr. Yeah, our transit system in Southern Ontario is literally called GO. Just G-O. Go Ontario. So it's just called the Go Bus. Or the Go Train. Because you go places. You go Ontario places. Absolutely they were. But yes, as for costs, there's a lot of considerations. Flights cost more the shorter time you have to your event. So don't do what I did and wait too long. Actually, I didn't wait too long. It's just Condor's site fucked up and Lufthansa's responsible because shit was broken because Lufthansa wants more money. They don't need more money, but they want more money. And that's just how capitalism works. God, I am so stiff today. Just my whole body. But yeah, Conquest, it's expensive, but you know what? Despite the little bouts of depression that I had, probably from missing my meds, I am not certain, was definitely, I think it's definitely worth it. It's worth the trouble of the travel and the hassle and the fear and confusion just to go see everybody and, you know, be part of that thing. You know, everybody's got something they want or need to be part of, and for me, like, Conquest is definitely that thing. So, I'll have to find a balance between paying mortgage on that land if I get it, and being able to go to Conquest. Okay, hear me out. So we call it, oh my god, it's so weird. Okay, we call it Go. Just go. Hey, right? We're not looking at each other to see if it's a joke. Yep. I will step away for a moment. Bathroom time. I had a turn. If I just step away from your desk, I'm on a little bathroom break instead of lunch. The chains are automated. Oh no. America's a strange place. My whole body just hurts. My whole body's just feeling the rage. It's just like, how dare you get so much exercise all at once? Why have you done this? Of course, it doesn't help that I've got a little bit of a cough. I'm legally required to respond with the following. America is the best land of the free. Last of the free. Interesting, you're still working at the Zoom level? What do you mean? I'm still just laying in basics here. I'm still getting some shapes down right. Must always keep the thighs and the chesticles front and center. Absolutely. It's the thumbnail, guys. It's what draws people here. Only here for boobas. Ah, yes. Not the great company, just the boobas. No friends, only boobs. I just hope Twitch doesn't decide that my channel's too saucy.
Controbster says, the day's meta is Utahraptor Ostrom IRC. By the way, there's a theme with all of these entries.
Utahraptor. Let's take a look at Utahraptor. Hello, Conglobster. How you doing? Utahraptor is a genus of large dromaeosaurid dinosaur that lived during the early Cretaceous period from around 139 to 135 million years ago in what is now the United States. The genus described in 1993 by American paleontologist James Kirkland and colleagues is a type of species Utahraptor australorhynchi based on fossils that were unearthed earlier from the Cedar Mountain Formation in Utah. It's got little wings. Is the meta bipedal dinosaurs? Or is it late Cretaceous? It's dinos that would make great pets. Are they delicious? Is it delicious dinosaurs? This is our Utahraptor. He's got feathers. It's a feathered dinosaur. Tastes like chicken. Look at those wings. Some fun facts about these sillies. There were no known raptors of that size during the filming of Jurassic Park until these guys were discovered midway through filming. Nice. Are they really big, or... Here's another rendition. About the size of a mane. They're the size of the raptors. And oh, okay. Yeah, about the size of... with the height of a mane. A little taller than a grown mane. I like this one. He's a fluffy boy. He's a good dinosaur. Big enough that you wouldn't want to run into one in a dark alley. And yeah, that is very true. I would not want to run into them. But how you doing today, Conk? Is our meta bipedal dinosaurs? Quite large murder birds. I wouldn't want to see these guys ever. No, fair enough, fair enough. They would definitely eat me. Good fatty meat. Especially with the murder claws, I can just pin you with little effort. Yeah. Probably not tasty dinosaurs, then. Too dangerous to raise.
Necromancer Dark just gave 92 pearls.
Thank you, Necromancer. Hint is movies. Oh. So are these all the ones that maybe, like, appeared in Jurassic Park? Thank you for the biddies, Necromancer. Need to domesticate them, breed out the claws. An aggressive disposition. Yes, bred out the claws. Bread. Well, if you feed them enough bread, they might get fat, and then they'd be too fat to chase you. Hi, Mathis! I can tell you exactly what movie each is from. I don't think I've seen all of the Jurassic Park movies. Honestly, I just like the first one, and that's pretty much it. Mathis! Hi, buddy. Well, if you want attention, you've got to come closer. Come on. I guess he doesn't want attention. He's just gonna sit there and stare at me. Oh, here comes Velcro. Oh. I have Velcro. He's grim. Fair enough. Velcro has the softest little scrim. I'm gonna miss him. I like him. So I can keep him. Oh, he's snuggly baby. He smells like fresh laundry. Who bathed you? Or were you rolling around in some fresh laundry? Hmm? Aw. Hi, buddy. You hear his tiny, tiny scream. What are you doing to your puppet today? Oh, he's already doing the like closed eyes. I just got him on his back. Ooh, you're painting. Nice. Yeah, I got him on his back. He's already doing the squinty. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's so cute. Test painting. I'm excited to see your puppet. I've never tried to make a puppet before. I have no reason to. I don't think I probably ever will. Velcro's becoming a chunk boy. Becoming a chunky man. I'm gonna miss his tiny little meows. Oh. There he goes. In 10 minutes, I have 2 eggs ready to eat, and they are from free-range hens. Nice. Yeah, I want to keep bees and chickens, and maybe some ducks, or at least encourage ducks in the like water pond thing that is on the property that I want to get. So that they eat all the mesquites and bats. I'm just gonna have all the things. I want to make bat houses and encourage lots of bats too. Wouldn't that be great? Just to have bats everywhere. I'm sore. Ugh. Don't mind me, I'm just stretching. I should probably end, but I also don't want to. I want to keep painting. I feel like I've made her forearm too long, but I'm not sure yet. Faint! Faint! And that was redeemed to hydrate. And a stretch. How you doing today, Neff? You haven't said much. You alright? Gotta make sure my fronds are good.
Necromancer Dark says, has Neficus taking their meds today?
stay awake. It is daytime. Generally advised. Although, you know, I shouldn't be speaking on the matter. I sleep at weird, irregular hours all the time. We have 2 hands now. Yay! Let the slaughter commence. Yeah.
HRZL Games is visiting the island.
Hello, Urzel Games. Thank you for following. I hope I said that correctly. Hello. Bye-bye. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed your time on the island. It was a very quick visit. But thank you for the follow. If you're still here, I stream at 9 a.m. Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Or, Monday through Friday. That's the words. Monday through Friday, I stream. Ooh, too much. Necromancer, thank you for hosting yet another guest to
Necromancer
Necrocon.
Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome HRZL Games to the island.
Well, I hope they enjoyed their stay. Sneak. What? The hit movie Sneak? No, I don't think I do. Can't say that I do. 1989. Everyone knows it. Your stove didn't boil the eggs properly? Did you not put them in for long enough? Oh, hey Ross, how you doing? For about 15 minutes. Oh. Sounds like your stove may be broken. Yeah. I'm hangry and angry and my old stove. Yeah. Yeah, sounds like it might be time to get a new one. sure. Yeah, I don't know what the sneak thing is either. Just got a message on Discord from Crow, and she's like, I'm sorry if the sandwich thing on Tuesday hurt or insulted you. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Sandwich thing? I'm very confused. Crow, I'm so confused. You've never done anything to insult me or upset me. Shit, just I'll tell you, you having long since forgotten. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't need to bring that up again. Yeah, I got no idea what she's talking about. Something about a sandwich. Honestly, like, I think I'm too stupid to be upset by certain things, let's be honest. People can make fun of me and I will just, like, it'll be like, whoosh, right over my head. It's fine. Yeah, I got no idea what she's talking about. I'm like thinking real hard. And I'm like, sandwich? Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know what she's talking about, and it's alright. If I got mad at one of my friends over, like, some sort of comment about a sandwich or something about a sandwich, I wouldn't be a very good friend. I'd be like, bitch, why are you friends with me? I'm an asshole. There is presently only one person at camp I dislike, and I will just simply try not to interact with them at all. I will be polite, but I won't play with them. I won't interact with them if I can avoid it. And that's as simple as that. Because I am an adult. I do not like this person, but apparently it's like cultural the way they treat other people, so I'm just like, it's still wrong. Just because your whole culture is full of assholes doesn't mean that I have to like it. There is only one person at camp I dislike. Like, actually dislike. And it could be that we got off on the wrong foot, but also, like, they said I did things that I didn't do. Or they said I didn't do things that I didn't do. Like the, excuse me, I need to get by. And standing in the doorway like a goddamn pelican, like, this is the only exit to this tent, like, get the fuck out of the way. And my pant leg caught their sword, and they got upset by this. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but you're standing in the doorway. I said, can I get by, please? So, like, I just simply won't interact with them, and hope that they catch my drift. That I do not like them. I will send those angry vibes their way. Quietly, at a distance. Without rocking the boat. But I will stand up for myself. Both as myself and as Nameless at the same time. Because we do not enjoy being trod upon. Do not step on us. We do not like. I should probably end stream. It's been 3.5 hours. I don't want to, like, go to the extent that I did yesterday, because I think I pushed myself a little bit too far. But I think we made great effort today. We made it quite far. We've got hands now. It's become art. I can't wait to start getting into, like, the finer details and cleanups, and of course our jewelry. Gotta give her some shinies. Might put the bracelets on the other wrist though. Might do that. Yeah, it really is. Like, I'm happy that it's coming along so well. I need to thin out her left arm a little bit, her left upper arm. Just a little bit too thick. But I think that's also a result of some of the shadows. Hands, party parrot! Yeah, oh god, the hands are so hard to do. The skin and the hands, the rest of it, like, it's gonna start going a lot faster once I get those last two things down. And then we can start moving into finishing touches, which will be like the smoke and the jewelry and cleaning up the face and the eyes a bit, the hair, horns. Because right now we're just getting the body right. Then we're gonna get the shading right, the highlights, and then move into fine details. So the fun part of the painting is still yet to come. So who have we got online? We've got C-Not, Moco Maid, Coochie, who is Australian. And that's about it in terms of the artists. Hey Mojos, how you doing? We're just ending stream. So, I think we'll go to Moko Main. Because we haven't raided them in a while. And their energy's really good for waking people up. So, we're off sailing to other waters. The fronds are gonna wash up on shore. Invade! I'll see you guys next time. Which is tomorrow. It's Thursday today, right? Yeah, so Friday. I'll see you tomorrow for the stream before the weekend. I love you all. Bye-bye.